This is Lisa Hobbs, General Manager of Curtis Marketing Group. The seafood business is a large sector in North Carolina. What solutions could you think of that would help conserve the marine environment but also still grow the seafood industry without depleting the fish stocks in the wild?
Well, personally, there's several things that can be done. First of all, building awareness to the communities and to the fishermen and the commercial fishermen industries, as far as having them understand the magnitude of the amount of pollution that's being done to our oceans. And that literally can be done through awareness campaigns, whether they're public service announcements. There can be incentive programs for these commercial fishermen and these fishing organization groups through government funding or government incentives or tax breaks or so forth, as far as for them to be able to take the time to, number one, try not to overfish, not pollute, not leaving nets or things behind that are hurting our oceans, thus hurting ourselves down the road. But I think, through different, awareness campaigns, through incentives, and possible government funding, pure education, I think would be the best way that we could try to help our oceans.
Do you feel that there should be more light shown on the environmental effects of commercial fishing from big-name seafood companies? If so, what would you suggest marketing-wise should be done?
I think a lot of companies nowadays have a sense of community engagement in their company itself. And for something like this, they could take a piece of that community that they're trying to give back to, is building awareness themselves by either donating or creating campaigns on how to keep our oceans safe, how to reduce the overfishing that typically is being done, for pure profits. That, they could take that community aspect of their companies, give back to nonprofits that are trying to, make people more aware of what's happening. Because I think what's happening when you have these nonprofits, they have a limited revenue source to get that word out. And these bigger name companies can provide that source of income to them to then create those awareness campaigns to the public and to other communities that that this is happening to. So easily through pure donations themselves, giving back, as far as their volunteering themselves, as far as cleaning up the oceans or the beaches themselves, to see the magnitude of litter that is being drawn up into the beaches themselves. And I think that's going to be the best way, is if you have these bigger name companies partnering with certain nonprofits that are helping build that awareness to the public.